Bonjour, mes European amis du VOD. Hello, welcome, European, North American, African, Australian, Oceanic, Asian, North American boys to the show. It's early. You're going to be like, why are you early? Hold up. I am early because I have people in from out of town. They fly out later today, and I want to hang out with them and get lunch later. If you ever doubted how much I love lunch, I woke up like 2.5 hours before I normally do, so I get to have lunch with my friends. And then drive him to the airport. I'm not complaining that much, though. And if you're wondering why I sound like I sound, well, there's two reasons. One is Kate's concert was last night, and then after the concert is the after party. You guys like R. Kelly / Randy Newman? And we went to a place that was loud. And then at Loud Place, I had to talk. And if you wanted to talk, you have to talk loudly. Even just to order, it would be, oh, the chicken sandwich. Yeah, I'd rather go to a loud place than a quiet place. And then the third question, you're going to be like, why are you playing Enter the Gungeon? Well, it's a very simple option, or very simple situation. We are going to PAX next week. So I didn't really want to start anything brand new. People have been clamoring for Gungeon. I've been looking for an excuse to play it. I'm going to play it. Not with the HOTAS. I can barely play this game without the HOTAS. So no NLSSs this week. No, I mean Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday there will be shows. Thursday I'll be away. So nothing on Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday normally I have nothing anyway. Nothing on Sunday, nothing on Monday. So I guess it will be like close to a week, yeah. Which is the other reason I'm live today instead of taking today off. At least one run with the HOTAS, absolutely not. Isaac's different. Isaac is like it's a 2-axis game. Gungeon is a 360-degree game. It requires a little bit more finesse. What are you? I have 655 hegemony credits. Hello again. Doug's Traveling Emporium is back. Get a load of my quality wares. I don't know what you do. I don't know who you are. Damn, you've played a lot of Gungeon. No, I have not, Indy. I think you're making a joke. But I rely on y'all to help me out here, to teach me what's going on. I'm thinking like, it would be nice if I could speak, but it'd be nice if I could also beat the Lich and then maybe try to do some rat-ish runs. I say y'all, okay? I grew up in the country. I'm allowed to say y'all. And I don't know, it's going to be a pretty casual stream today. Like, there's no way I'm starting something like long. Oh my lord. Right before, it'll be like a week and a little bit break before we would play it again. So it's not a good time for Yakuza. As you say it, of course, me, as someone who respects Japanese culture, I know it's Yakuza. Crank the brightness up. Macros, I respect your opinion because you play more Gungeon than I do. How's that? What are you gonna play for future Sundays? I have no idea. I'll give you, here's the thing. I think there's like 4 suggestions that have come up a lot. One is Contradiction, that's the one I'm leaning towards the most right now. One is Bully, which I think would be fun, but I also have like an innate skepticism for games designed and released originally like 10 years ago for the first time. It's just like, they're from a different era. New Vegas was incredible, absolutely. But Fallout 3, I did not enjoy very much at all, to be honest with you. It was like, I mean, it was still a Fallout game at the end of the day, but I was just kind of like, I found it boring, but maybe that's not the same as Bully. Maybe they're in different camps and you can't really compare them. Then, there's a few common suggestions. One is Yakuza. And I watched Corey play a little Yakuza, and I was like, you know what? This actually seems like it would fit. I'm still just wary about the fact that it's long as hell. And, you know, the thing is, people are going to be, like, potentially excited, like, at the start of it. But then when you're on week 14 of Yakuza, and you're like, I don't know if I want to see this anymore, just watch NL mashing the A button, beating up, like, you know, derelict gambling addicts over and over. You might feel a little bit more differently about it. And then, there's like, you know, in my head, I'm still like, I'd like to play through the other 2 Souls games that I haven't played through yet. But I also understand people are like, it's too much Souls. Dark Souls does not suck. Blue chests are worse than green chests. I'm learning the rarity. And that's another one. Prey has come up a lot, and I'm like, maybe Prey would be fun. But to be honest with you, I don't love, first-person shooters are not my favorite genre, and as much as it's not really like a shooter, we did just play Resident Evil, and my favorite part of being done with Resident Evil is that no longer do I have to worry about whether or not I'm going to be motion sick on a Sunday. Now, to be fair to the game, I was only motion sick the first week, and only a little bit, but it's always a risk. Are there any upcoming games to be hyped for? Dude, I am a husk of a human being, very jaded with my position in the industry. I don't get excited for anything. People are like, I can't wait for Spider-Man. I'm like, nah, yeah, I mean, it looks okay, but... In fact, it looks great, but I don't feel like visceral excitement. But I've been watching the clips of Sekiro, the new From Software game, and I'm like, From is back, baby. That looks incredible. Now, it's still early. It doesn't come out till March, so you never know. If we're, you know, there could be some kind of, you know, downgrade in its future from the what's being displayed at media events. But simultaneously, you know, it looks like they're taking the Souls formula and reinventing it, you know, the way they did for Bloodborne. If you want 1 million views, that is. Teach me, Indy. Indy, by the way, for all the people... I have 2 things to bring up, okay? One is, I'm gonna be on that second Siren fight pretty soon, Indy. For everybody who thinks my Darkest Dungeon campaign is doomed, I don't know, like, I've got way more knowledge than y'all do. And for the last, like, 2 weeks, everything's been going swimmingly. Except there is one mission where, like, no, thank you. There is one mission where, like, I meant to fight the Shrieker, and then I exited to upgrade my units, and then launched and realized I was not on the Shrieker mission. So I went out, without, you know, any torches to fight a boss, which was, you know, like a pretty interesting time. But anyway, the other thing is, last night at Kate's concert, I had some very nice and lovely people come up to me, and they said, hey, Ryan, like, first off, we're big fans, you're a great individual, and I was like, I know. And then they were like, just so you know, we're like extremely skilled Darkest Dungeon players, and you are right to use Finale first. The canonical way to use the Jester is Finale first, and then Stress Heals after that. Because it used to be the Finale was much, much stronger, and you could use it as a huge killer at the end. And you still can to some extent, I guess, but now, since Finale's been nerfed, oh my lord, it's better to just pop it off and then figure it out. So I'm just saying, look, here's the thing, in the end, they might be wrong as well, But this is why it's hard to be a YouTuber. It's basically like the hardest job in the world. Because I'm constantly getting, like, raked over the coals by two, like, opposing camps that are like, you're not doing it right. And then I changed it, and they're like, you were doing it right before. I don't know, okay? All I know is that everything in the campaign is going fine. And yet somehow I'm an idiot. Yeah. So I can't steal that. I don't need keys. We got a gun from the boss. I will open blue chest. What are you? Don't talk to me. Reduces prices at shops. And then I don't care about a brown chest. Sir Junkin, please. How do I get the drill? How am I supposed to get the drill? That's what I ask you. I have no ability to purchase the drill. How am I gonna steal? I'm not gonna fight the shopkeeper. Are you out of your mind? Fight him? Just buy it, lol, forehead, shoot it, fight him? No, you know what? I'm telling you, round one, I'm not Austin, okay? I'm not Sleep Cycles, I'm not Corey. I'm doing a warm-up run, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing in this game. I haven't fought the Lich in like 2 years. So we're gonna do like a normal run. I can get my sea legs, learn a little bit about the loop of the game, and then we can do some stuff. Like, I really want to make progress towards the rat, because I've got to be honest, I've been watching these people fight the rat, and with the exception of a couple of them, in particular Sleep Cycles, and Austin, but most of the time, he hasn't been playing Gungeon recently when I've been watching him, because the International's been on. I'm like, the Gungeon part, they're 100 times better than I am. No question. The Punch-Out part, it's like these guys didn't grow up killing Mike Tyson. Or alternatively, Mr. Sandman. Like, that part looks so easy to me. And I'm like, how are you you're dodging every single bullet, but then the rat uppercuts you and you just get hit in the face. I grew up fighting, you know, Bald Bull. I grew up wanting to be Bald Bull. Piston Hurricane, Aaron Ryan, Nick Bruiser. I'm ready. Put me in, coach. Okay, I gotta admit I was looking at chat. Are you becoming your viewers? I think that's one way you can insulate yourself from, like, you know, like backseating on Twitch. People get very offended by it. Streamers go insane because somebody tells them how to do something in a video game. So instead what I do is I just pretend to be so insanely great at something that, like, backseating no longer affects me. I think it's a good combination. Ooh! Thank you, Cornelius. That is that dog's name, if you're not familiar. Real talk, I love that chat doesn't ban for backseating. Dude! Have I talked about it recently? Maybe I was talking about it with Dan. I was talking about it with Dan off camera, I think. In our private back channels. I love backseating. I think backseating is highly cool and it owns because it makes my life a lot easier. Now, if I were very good at video games, I would probably hate backseating. Like, I understand why Hafu does it. Oh, let's actually go. Like, if you're potentially the best arena player in the world, I'm sure it gets very irritating in chat when people are like, well, this is how you should do it. You know, that's... I imagine that's a sincere pain in the butt. But for me, who's an idiot, like, I'm pretty sure backseating saves me so much time. By the way, I need to use all of my mental energy to focus, because, like, I have fought this guy before. No! But not commonly enough to remember, like, any of his patterns. Yeah, that's it. I mean, the other thing is, I really don't care about spoilers, sincerely. But this is something a little different from like backseating and spoilers. Like, spoilers make chat inhospitable for people that do care about spoilers. Nobody else in the chat cares about backseating but the streamer. And I just get like, it's crazy to me. And it's your chat. You can run it however you want. I'm just one person on this platform. But when people talk about backseating as if it's like, you know, people being the rudest people of all time, I'm like, yeah, if you don't like it, it comes across as rude. But they are, like, in their heart of hearts, they're trying to be well-meaning. But so many people take critical feedback as if it's like, I'm better than you. Maybe it's just because, you know, I cut my teeth on YouTube. And on YouTube, people don't backseat you. Like, people who backseat you are the nice people. What ends up happening most of the time is you get people that are like, hey, shithead, you friggin' suck and I hate you. By the way, upgrade your jester. And then when you don't do it, they're like, why does he not listen to me? And on Twitch, people are like, I'm so sorry if this comes across wrong, but you're playing really well and I love you and it would be optimal if you made this decision. And people are like, ban him! Get the ban hammer out on that guy. Like, what are you doing? But also, like, you know, I always support banning. Just about for anything. Like, I don't like your username today, ban. Hold on. I didn't trust that. Blue chest? Nah. Not true, you told me not to ban anyone. My philosophy in chat is highly simple. It's not ban nobody. It's ban only people that are overtly, more or less trolling to be idiots. It's pretty. If somebody comes in and is like, racism on purpose, then I'm like, get that person out of here. They're just being a troll. I am Thanos. But if somebody comes in and they're like, you know, oh, does he know that you should use Finale last? I'm like, dude, don't ban that guy. That's a paying customer in the future. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, the heroin is so ammo efficient. No! Well, this run, it's in a delicate place. My inability to get perfects is going to be a problem. We might be looking at, you know, gun, or dragon at best here. And I do mean at best. You don't need health if you don't get hit. Yeah, but I'm not getting the health because I'm getting hit. You see my conundrum here, I'm sure. Whoops. It's alright. He's gonna drop the mega hand, and then, like, his life's over. I'm very upset that a single fully charged heroin shot is not enough to kill one of these rockets. Such an odd system. When you do well, the game becomes easier for you. Hey, I spotted the millennial. Oh, where's my participation trophy for wanting to fight the beholster with a good attitude? Why does the person who worked harder and got better at the game get the rewards? I should get the rewards so I don't have to work. See, that's very rude of me. I should apologize. I'm sorry. I'm taking your comment deliberately out of context in order to make a joke, and, you know, it kind of makes you look like an asshole, but only because of my distortion. It was a very well-meaning comment. Log will let you steal the drill from the shop. Okay. Because he's going to be like, whoa, look at this sweet log. And then I'll be like, that drill belongs to me. And the drill opens all chests, right? Improves the effectiveness of companions. Does it improve the effectiveness of my dog? Don't ever speak to me. Only if you... What the heck? What do you mean, only if you don't eat it? I don't even understand that comment. But I'm offended nonetheless, on someone's behalf. I haven't decided whose yet. By the way, the second question that entered my brain was like, wait a minute, can you like eat the dog and gain its power? Because you're a dog killer. But yeah, in video games, when they send rabid dogs after me, I shoot them. But I don't go, that would be tasty afterwards. I guess I did eat some of the dog flesh in Fallout, but like, you know, it is like a nuclear apocalypse. That was an accident. Okay, loot bag. So you just place the log down and then grab this. Place the log, walk away. Okay. There's your log. See you in hell. Grants wealth, prone to tearing. What is it, like 100? It's a really good item. I have no idea what it's done, but that's okay. I thought it gave me 100 casings, but... Oh, it drops... When you get hit, you drop casings. Understood. No! He's angry. How do you live through such a sustained blast? Oh, thank you. Hey, just be cool, everybody. We're fine. Oh, I hate Mushroom Lord. I'm remembering, because I've been playing a little co-op with Kate as well, and we played it on the show a couple times, but I'm remembering, like, my least favorite enemies in Gungeon. It's all coming back to me. Enemies drop more casings, but you drop some of your casings when you're hit. Okay, it's Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm a real gamer. So I understand the reference you're making. Thank you so much. My birthday is in a month. Can you play Verdi for me, please? No. Thank you for asking. It's not rude, you know? It's not rude. No, thank you. Would that make it better? Here's the thing. I'm insanely popular. I basically made this website what it is. And if I had to play a game for everybody's birthday, I would be playing tens of thousands of games daily just due to the law of large numbers. So, just if you want Gungeon to be played, then it's your lucky day. Happy birthday. Did you enjoy having TI in Vancouver? So I've been... Oops. That was like 30 casings. I've been telling people... No! No! Basically, I forgot... Well, it's not that I forgot. But basically, like, I didn't internalize that the International was happening until I left the house on Friday. And I was like, oh my god, Grand Finals are tomorrow. And then literally, as soon as I was like, maybe I should show some civic spirit and watch the International, Valve was like, thank you, Vancouver. Next year, we're going to Shanghai. And I was like, well, suck my dick. See you in hell. And, like, I'm sorry that my city is too cool for your nerd convention. I believe bees are good. This year was like the best TI though. Dude, I'm very happy to hear it. I heard that not just the finals, but the run to the finals is amazing. It's dodgeball, a true underdog story is cool. It was, honestly, it was nice having a lot of people in the city. Usually, Vancouver, I mean, it's pretty tourist popular. It's popular with the tourists, but not like my people. So I'm happy to have, you know, gaming. I'm sorry. I'm happy to have gaming press and fans in my city. But I will say, when I was walking around the neighborhood, I was like, this is a PAX preview. Normally, like, don't take this the wrong way, but, uh-oh. That part of Vancouver where the International is like people wearing $3,000 t-shirts and then like people who are like literally picking up cigarette butts off the ground to smoke them. There's a huge dichotomy. This time I went down there and it was all like dudes in graphic t-shirts wearing big backpacks, and I was like, my crowd. Welcome. It's the most hospitable the city has ever felt. Get the money? That's right, I should have gotten the money. Absolutely correct. One of these days, I'm gonna perfect the boss, dude. Just give me, like, this stinger. You ever want to, like, not use a charge gun in Gungeon just because it's, like, too much work to hold down the button? That's where I'm at in my life right now. Many people said yes to that, which I did not expect. It was a trick question, and I owned you. Get the A key. Buy the A key from this guy. Robert, hello. Now, I remember this gun when you shoot it. It's a key. Told you. Why didn't you know that? So the meat bun is an HP up, but is also a damage bonus until you get hit. Is that correct? It's not an HP up. It's double damage until you get hit. It's a 1 HP heal. Gotcha. I gotcha. Oh, you don't like me anymore. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. I just didn't think you were aware that I stole from you. How was my upcoming weekend? I mean, it should be good. It's PAX. I'm ready. I'm eager. I mean, I don't see how this run could possibly go wrong. We have 3 HP, which is a highly large number. Is the panel confirmed not happening? Yeah, there will not be a panel at PAX. My bad. I mean, there will be many panels at PAX. I will be a part of none of them. Next year, though? Yeah, next year I'll be the good guy and I'll say yes to a panel so that everybody else in the show that normally wouldn't go to the convention because it's far away will go to the convention. Hoop. We gotta... If I lose this meat bun bonus, I will lose the run. Everyone come to Toronto and we'll do a poutine panel. See, that's an idea. Why don't you go to Toronto instead of PAX, dude? You can see a Blue Jays game. They're 4th in the AL East right now, so that's pretty cool. You could eat a Polish hot dog. You could probably do that in many places, but I get it. You want me to steal other things here. Oh. Steal the mask. He saw it coming. What? What? Well, at least I unlocked it. I suppose. Go back in and get it? What an idiot. 2 questions here. Mandu or gyoza, what's better? Grants anonymity and friendship. It's tough, dude. I think I prefer mandu to gyoza, though. If I'm being honest, I like gyoza. If you're not aware, gyoza are Japanese dumplings or pot stickers, depending on the vernacular you like to use. Mandu are the Korean version. I like gyoza, but when it comes to like at a Japanese restaurant, it's like genuinely not my favorite appetizer. Like, I would love some chicken karaage. I would love, oh no. I mean, I like gyoza too. I'm never gonna say no to gyoza, but as far as like the mandu flavor goes, or the dumpling flavor goes, give me the mandu. Absolutely. And then the second thing I saw, and now what's your favorite U2 song and why is it Vertigo? It's not Vertigo because I'm not 13 years old. No offense. Thanks for the subscription. But it's... No! My meat bun! It's Pride in the Name of Love, the best U2 song. Yeah, it's Elevation. The Tomb Raider song. I actually got Vertigo and Elevation confused temporarily. Like, not recently. Literally right then. Oh, thank you, Payday Man. Sunday, Bloody Sunday, another classic. That's why when people dislike U2, I don't, it's not like I'm like, how could you dislike U2? It's more like, you know, if you listened to any U2 after the year 1995, I could completely understand why you wouldn't like U2. But the stuff they made prior to that was pretty dope. And just because, like, I always wonder, I'm not saying you're sheep, radical centrist, etc., etc., but I oftentimes wonder how much of the U2 hatred is because of the fact that, like, Bono was in that South Park episode where he was very, you know, self-important and took an enormous dump. I'm not saying it's like 100%, but I am thinking, like, there's a chance that, like, 25% of the Bono hatred is because he was in that South Park episode. Spider-Boy? Hello. Dude, Payday Man is really good. Thank you. Thank you. I guess we'll get Beehive ammo. The unsolicited U2 album, I mean, it's also crappy, but that only happened, like, less than 4 years ago, right? Like, that was... Help me, please. Help me get away from my shelves. Okay. Maybe we should use the AK-47, which I also have to remember has 500 ammo. But I mean, the bees are really nice because you just hold down Goodbye. Yep. You just hold down the button. It's the best gun in the game. I knew it was gonna happen. It's the perfect NL weapon. Precisely true.
Can my mom shoot the gun for me?
Yeah, no charge and no aim. Very true. You're right, that would have been a great time to use the decoy when I took the damage. Instead of taking damage, I could have used the decoy and not taken damage. But where's the fun in that? I'm really good at Gungeon. Thank you, Payday Lord. You have saved me. Dude, I'm not against your opinion on YouTube, to be fair. I know you're like, when they released How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb, by the way, bit of a smarmy title for an album. You know, the songs kind of sucked, and that was part of the problem. I think, you know, Beautiful Day is like okay, but it's kind of like a little. I'm innately skeptical of any song that is like, just like the song is be happy. Like it's just the message is too easy. Thank you very much, Lover Boy. But the old U2 stuff, dude, like Pride in the Name of Love goes hard. It slaps. But I also, like, it's funny, like, Bono has done a lot of, like, you know, fight AIDS charity work. And I always wonder, like, how much slack you get. Because, like, one thing that the internet hates is, like, self-importance. So I always wonder if, at least from, like, a reputation standpoint, the people, like, if you put Bono up against, like, someone who's done no charity work but is humble, they'd be like, oh, give me that guy any day of the week. You are a mimic. Can somebody explain to me why I have 2 Payday Lords as well? You get 1 per boss or something like that? Eh. Okay, well, I guess we're, 1 per payday item. Oh! I'm so good. You know why they call him Bono? Because he can only sing in mono. Mal, that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. Any chance of WWE 2K19 when it comes out? I would say that's a yellow light. Why? Yeah, just take damage for no reason. Smart. You had extra health? Whatever. Who cares? You only need health if you get hit. Oh, NL, you got hit back then. Yeah, but I had armor. It's difference between health and armor. Armor is blue, health is red. They're totally different. So weird to be playing a game where the payday items are actually useful and not just... Oh, goodbye. Not just a way for, like, you know, overkill to continue to market their cash cow from several years ago. Ah, you son of a gun! You know, I kind of feel that... Whoop. Could be okay. Still moves you backwards, I'm assuming. I kind of feel the same about you, too, that I do about Green Day. And I know you're going to be like, did you get reminded of Green Day's existence because of the fact that you fought a green mimic? Yes, I did. You got me. I think Green Day, you know, kind of sucks now and have for a while. But, you know, the stuff they made for like at least half a decade was pretty good. Thank you. Stop. Have you ever listened to the classic 1993 album from the Souls of Mischief, 93 Till Infinity? Of course. No, I don't want to be here with this 10-gallon hat Ted Cruz motherfucker. If there's one thing you know about me, and you know, I think that it's probably true in, you know, my visage as well. When people see me in public, even if they don't know who I am, there's a man who likes 1989 to 1996 West Coast hip hop. Creep is Radiohead's best song. What's it like to have the only objectively wrong opinion in Earth's entire history? That's like a deliberately wrong opinion. Have you ever listened to Ween Outside of Ocean Man? Yeah, they have, they've got a song on Chef Aid, the first South Park album. I love all South Park music. What are you? Table tech something? Wolf? You're a dog. Okay. I have 2 dogs. Thank you so much for giving me a chance to win the game. So Lucchini's on the car playlist? Absolutely. And I know 80% of the words, which is more than I think even Sonny Chiba and Gucci Gracious know at this point. You didn't see the synergy? Oh, you got 2 dogs. 2 dogs is better than 1. There, I just made up my own synergy. Hold up. Hold up. Synergy room, too. You know what? I'm guessing that it's because we have the op and the wolf. So it's Sniper Wolf. It's a reference to the classic stealth franchise Splinter Cell. Hello? Well, that was anticlimactic. How do you feel about Homogenic by the Icelandic pop star Bjork? Is that the one that has, the one where she sings like a freaky lady on it? That's all of them? I'm being told that's all of them? Hey, get out of here. No, I've never seen Dancing in the Dark with Bjork. The only Dancing in the Dark I know is, you know, can't start a fire. Can't start a fire without a Bjork. This comes for something I'm new here holds up spork. by the Antichrist dude. Willem Dafoe? You know, I'm something of a cinephile myself. Speaking of Spork, Ryan, was Sprock's beard majestic? Sprock has a very full and thick beard. It's true. You're lucky. Why waste the key to open it? You know, because I'm broken. Fundamentally. Rotten to the core. No, I'm not going to 100% Hollow Knight, okay? Here's the thing. A couple of people have asked, like, am I going to play more Guacamelee 2 on stream? No. And the reason is, I'm about an hour from finishing it. Off camera. I got a new routine, you know? I fly, I take off, get to cruising altitude, and then, play some Guacamelee 2. Go to the Synergy room? I'll go to the freaking Synergy room later, you scumbags. Thank you, Payday Lord! So I'm almost done with Guacamelee 2. And it has been very, very solid so far. I have had a fun time playing the game. You know what? We should probably... Maybe this actually is not good at all. Use the bees. Now we're talking. I think I only have, I was going to say 60 bullets. So I would recommend Guacamelee 2. I get so annoyed. I know there's like this Gamers Rise Up, etc., etc. But people are like, you know, Guacamelee 1 came out in 2012. Maybe 2013. Alright, I didn't need the HP anyway. People are like, 6 years? And all we get is a sequel that's almost the same as the original? Well, it's not. Like, you know, it's different. Different story, different bosses, etc., etc. I feel like so many gamers have like this opinion that you need to throw in like an arbitrary new mechanic. Like if you spent the last 6 years and you didn't go into like a freaking like Luke Skywalker's Jedi cave and come up with like a new mechanic that no Metroidvania has ever thought of, like why do you even need a sequel? Like they're gonna go on like an ayahuasca trip and they're gonna be like, you know what? What if we added, get this, a fucking triple jump instead of a double jump? Then people would be like, it's innovative, it has a third jump, you know, like, it ticks the box, it's just good, okay? Stop being such a nerdlinger about innovation.
Oh, the Spider-Man's web mechanics, now they actually cling the buildings instead of just going up in the freak.
You're a man who is a spider. It doesn't matter if it's fun.
Oh, I don't even have to use crafting materials to make my own synthetic web fluid. I guess Peter Parker is, he doesn't adhere to the first law of thermodynamics anymore.
This is why people are talking about you behind your back. They're like, that guy could be cool, but he won't shut up about Spider-Man's banal minutia. Makes him seem like a Poindexter. Yes, correct. I'm defending fun. Oh, but is it innovative? Did they add in a crouch slide? The previous game had a roll. If this one doesn't have a slide, it's a real regression. Excuse me, this isn't the Beholster, this is Smiley's revolver. Please don't tell me I can tap to shoot faster. Mostly because the right bumper on the Xbox One controller is like very firm and it hurts my delicate fingers to tap it so quickly. I have not seen Hereditary yet. I will see Hereditary at some point. I want to see Hereditary. Because I'm a scholar. Phew. It's a banger. Glad to hear that. Yes, you made... I will pay you 65, and you will give me the cardboard box. It's another Splinter Cell reference. We make a beehive. Beehive recharges? What does that mean? It gains ammunition? What? Stop this! Stop this! I'm teleporting. You're a jerk. You hit me. That's highly upsetting. Well, this is the first time I've been down to the Lich floor in like 3 years. Let's see how this goes. Would you ever do a mukbang stream with Kate someday as a one-off on her channel? No. I am a 30-year-old man. I don't want to be a social eater. Not against anybody that wants to. More power to you. Sometimes I eat on stream. It's more out of necessity, or at least desire. But I don't know. I don't want people to... I don't want to start a stream just so people can watch me eat and get comments like, oh, I love watching you eat, NL-chan. And I'm like, it would make me uncomfortable. Mukbang is social eating. Imagine it doesn't have to be sexy eating, but, you know, and I'm not looking down on, and I've said this in many different areas before. What I do is innately silly to begin with. So I'm not looking down on anybody that's like, you know, oh, I'm a mukbang streamer, I'm an ASMR streamer. You know, whatever you do, it's not like any less... why do I think that you're my friend? My brain was like, big red blob, it's cool. Like, is it like it's worse to stream yourself pretending to be a hairdresser and whispering than it is to stream yourself playing video games? Like, who cares, right? But, like, the whole ASMR, like, social eating thing, I get that it's, like, it's not about finding the other person physically attractive necessarily, but I think it is telling that a lot of the most popular streamers happen to be pretty ladies and handsome dudes. Whereas in the gaming category, and you know, there's problems with this for different reasons, but most of the popular streamers tend to be kind of, you know, guys who look like me. Being a CEO isn't about being tall, but they are, on average, 3 inches taller than most people. That's just because you're standing on the shoulders of all the victims who got you to that point. Yeah, you're standing on the shoulders of the working class. Also, you can get 6 tea times a month. Dude, the bees are not going to last... Oh, but they recharge. That's right. I will discover how fast they recharge, I suppose. Ooh. They recharge super slow. Now, that's not something I want to hear. I'm still going to pick it up. 1 every 5 seconds? That's horrible. This isn't what I wanted. I wanted this. So, if I had to call it, like, we could die on the floor very easily. That helps. Realistically, I think there's a very solid... What the... a very solid chance I die on the Lich, who I have not faced for many a year. My old nemesis. But it's kind of, like, it's going better than expected. If you stand still with the sniper, you deal more damage. Actually genius. Thank you so much for your help. I didn't know that. Oh, it is Sniper Wolf. Okay. And I guess it recharges when you get the ping. Gotcha. Is this replacing the normal Sunday stream time? Absolutely not. I am a husk of a human being. It's just a one-off for this week. I set like 5 alarms to be here. I don't know about you guys. I'll give you my perspective on the issue. If I have to wake up early, and I don't know if the Isaac episode has come out, but I talk about this ad nauseum, because, you know, in every Isaac episode, at the end of the day, I gotta find a way to fill 40 minutes, right? So everything I talk about is talked about ad nauseum. But, please. Help me. I thought for sure that dude was dead. I know we're not getting the damage bonuses because I can't stand freaking still because it's a nightmare world. But, if I have to wake up early, like earlier than usual, I do not maximize sleep time. I maximize the period of time in which I'm awake before needing to do anything. Because I think that's more... You son of a bitch. I think that's more valuable to me. So today, you know, I'm streaming 3 hours earlier than usual. It doesn't mean I'm getting up 3 hours earlier, but... You know, I am getting up earlier. But instead of waking up at, like, the last possible moment, I woke up, like, an hour before the stream started, because I was like, I want to have time, to acclimate myself to being awake. You know, I want to be able to have a cup of coffee or two. I want to be able to, you know, eat something. I feel like that's way more important than an extra half hour of sleep. If I have to wake up much earlier than usual, I would rather wake up even earlier than that and have, like, a huge breakfast. Like, I value a good breakfast at, like, an hour to 90 minutes of sleep. Please drop some health points for me. Colloquially known as HP in the gamer world. You're insane. Well, you know, it's a statement that's always going to be true, but I really feel like there's two kinds of people in the world. There are people that I know that woke up, you know, in high school like 15 minutes before class. And I'm like, what'd you eat? And I'm like, nothing. But it was worth it to get an extra 15 minutes of sleep. And then there's people that are like, you know, I wake up like 2 hours before school starts and then, I knew it was coming. You know, like I watch Sports Center and I drink a cup of coffee and I eat a bowl of cereal. Like, I much prefer that. All right, I'm going to turn on the AC. It is hot as it's 31 degrees in this room. Holy Christ. Good Lord. No wonder I was getting boiled there. Let's do it. Why not? Yeah, it is literally like the province is on fire, so like It's pretty hot here. Hey, actually, like, yesterday was cool. It was the first day where... And it rained for the first time in, like, 2 months. So... Yesterday was the first day where I was like, we're back in Vancouver, instead of like, literally, not the surface of the sun, but like Venus being choked out by the noxious atmosphere. Anyway, that's my, I'm assuming this guy's gotta go. He's done it? That's how much I value breakfast. Like, in my final semester of college, I kept late hours. And then, like, I didn't deliberately construct my schedule like this, but basically my university had, like, an economic crunch, because it was 2008. And they were like, hey, we only offer, like, you know, 60% of the classes we normally do. So, like... You know, you only have a few options, really. Because I was also in my final year. So it was like, well, you got to take one of these 7 classes to graduate. And your class size is going to be like 3 people. Anyway, long story short, most days, my classes started at like 11 or 12 or 1. But one day, they started at 8:30, and I had to be sharp. Because it was like the equivalent of my thesis. Where we were talking all the time. You know, to a class of like 15, 20 other students and professors and whatnot. And I would always, Thursday nights, I would stay up all night. And at like 7 a.m., I would cook a breakfast, like homemade hash browns, sunny side up eggs, cup of coffee. And then I would go to the seminar. And then at like 11, I'd come home and I would sleep for 4 hours. I had like a whole routine. Put on this one Beach House album that always put me to sleep, but in like a nice way. I had a good setup. I had a comfortable setup. Which album? I don't know. Real something? That sounds right. You know, it's the one... It could happen again. It could happen again. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know that one. The drill is in there again. All right, we'll figure it out. Has he talked about why he's not starting a new game? Only for about 45 minutes. Yo. Aged Bell. That item lets you steal. Let's go. Well, we will do so. Is this the item that freezes time? Is it an anime reference? Because I see a lot of people saying Zawurudo. I get it. You can't sneak an anime reference by me. Mostly because every single one is Enemy Stan, or It's Over 9,000, or Zawurudo. I'm familiar with all of these. I've decided to call it Truce on Anime because the popularity of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has revitalized the Yes song Roundabout, which now gets played all the time whenever there's media share and other streams. And I've decided that owns, and I am completely okay with it. Because that song absolutely slaps. Yo. It's a pretty good floor. What about Walk Like an Egyptian? Does not slap as hard as Roundabout, okay? I'm not gonna say, like, sorry, Susanna Hoffs, it's trash, but, like, it's just okay, in my opinion. Who? No! Get rid of this one! Alright, and the drill opens all chests. Okay, so we could have done that better, but whatever. What's the best REM song? Oof. Oof. I mean, it's probably like Radio Free Europe, right? Or like Talk About the Passion or something like that. But I kind of like Man on the Moon is a banger. I'll give you Man on the Moon. But then there's kind of like REM made a bunch of meme songs. And I gotta admit, like, The End of the World As You Know It, I kind of, like, that's a meme song as far as I'm concerned. That doesn't necessarily make it bad. Hey, I would like to go, please. But, like, shiny, happy people, you know, these are meme songs. You can like a meme song. Doesn't make you a meme. Is this... Other Gun is also kind of terrible, right? It's a long-ass fight. Is Hit Me Baby One More Time a meme song? No, it's kind of like an actual, like, pop classic. Like, it's not quite Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston levels, but it's like... I think, you know, enough time has passed. That song is like 21 years old or something. We've got to accept that's in the pantheon, you know? It's part of the history of popular music. That went pretty well. You should do the oubliette, more chess to drill. Isn't this guy mad at me now? No, he's not. Is there a quarter barrel? It's the Devolver. I've heard Austin speak of this gun. He says it's not very good. It's in the fireplace room? Oh, that is this one. I mean, if we're talking best Britney Spears songs, you gotta accept Toxic is number one. Without a doubt. It's the worst gun in the game. The worst, though. I kind of... You know, when I was a kid, I grew up at the contemporaneous age to be into Britney Spears, and Oops, I Did It Again I thought was pretty dope as well, but it's been a while. Ah, okay. I see. Let's use this. Buy keys while they're cheap. Circus is not a 10 out of 10. This is like one of those situations where I can tell you exactly how old you are based on the fact that you like Circus. Like, you must be in your early 20s. Yep. It's alright, just own it. Nothing wrong, you can't help when you're born. I think. Hey, I would like a real gun on this floor, please. How are you so smart? Oh, well, it's... First off, flattery will get you everywhere. Secondly, I don't know. I ask myself the same question almost every day. Hey. Was it through brown nosing? No. I was like, Malf will tell you. I was just like a normal boy. I wasn't a narc most of the time. I don't actually think I'm that smart. I think I just read very quickly. Because I grew up without siblings and in advance of the internet actually being any good. So, like, all I did as a kid was read until the age of 11 or 12. It's not a humble brag to say that you read or you read a lot. Reading is entertainment. It's not like, you know, necessarily bettering yourself. I read a lot of trash novels as a kid. It's probably worse than watching some TV shows. My teacher's an alien! Stop hitting me. Yo, I remember that book. Hell yeah, dude. Written by Bruce something. My teacher's an alien. My other teacher's an alien. But my first teacher was like a really good alien. Like, he's a helpful alien. This other alien sucks. What? Hey, I was not informed that this was gonna happen. Oh, good. Corsair's dope. I don't think so. I mean, you're talking to somebody. I played the game before. You know the game and how it goes. We're trying to get shows. But we're not really trying to get the Corsair, because it's like... I mean, I know, you know, it bounces around off the walls, I recall. What have you read recently? Dude, so this is a very NL story. On Friday night, I slept like absolute garbage. I had one of those nights that was like, the best way to describe it is I never remember being asleep. Like, in the moment, I felt like I was awake the entire time. Like, I would look at the clock and it would be 3 a.m. And then the next second I would look at it, it'd be 4 a.m. Next second I would look at it, it would be 5 a.m. But, inevitably what I'm sure happened is I just woke up like once an hour. But it felt like I never got much rest. But I was listening to an audiobook. Oh, we just unlocked this. Roll bomb. Why can't Metroid crawl? I knew it. I knew it. And I was listening to The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich, the exhaustive story of, you know, the Second World War from the perspective of, you know, Germany, more or less. And I woke up at like 4 a.m. to being regaled by like the horrific human experimentation that went on in the concentration camps. So combine like my sleep-induced psychosis with like very vivid and like grotesque tales of just this macabre like nightmare. I was like, well, this is probably the worst sleep I've ever had in my entire life. It was deeply unsettling. I do kind of like the Molotov launcher. It's so weird to me because somebody asked the question, are audiobooks reading? I talk about that in an Isaac episode that has not yet seen the light of day. I think audiobooks are reading, and I'm going to explain to you why. It's because I get annoyed when people think, like, reading is bragging. Someone's like, oh, I read a book. They're like, oh, did you? Or did you just listen to the audiobook? Well, I listened to the audiobook. Yeah, that's what I thought. Who cares? You interface with a novel. I don't know why everyone thinks when you bring up that you read something, it's like you're fishing for credit. Not everybody, I should say. It's a very common streamer trap. I don't know why people do this, so it's really just like one guy. Now, at the same time, I would never open a conversation and be like, I read many books this year. Because it's like, it is kind of a half-truth, but... You know what, buddy? If you want to shoot me, you just friggin' shoot me. I'm gonna flawless the boss. Go ahead! Go ahead, see if I friggin' care. I do say I listen to a book, I mean, however you want to say it to avoid putting on airs, whatever, right? Like, it's just annoying when people try to take away, like, they think that you're trying to, like, brag about an accomplishment, when really you're just like, hey, nerd, I was just trying to tell you about this thing that I thought maybe we'd have some shared experience with, but apparently, like, you can't enjoy anything without, like, policing other people's entertainment. I just teleported to the same room. I don't even know what we're gonna freaking, like, I guess we'll use the Corsair. By the way, I came down here because I was promised that there would be more chests. And I feel thoroughly, dare I suggest, jebaited. You did get 2 more chests? Yeah, but they stunk. The boss is gonna drop clone. I can feel it. Is that the one that it's like the 1-up? Because I think I would prefer not to ever get that. It's the restart your... okay. I see. So we would start with all these incredible advantages like the drill and also the Corsair. And with that kind of momentum, nothing could stop us. You need more coolness for better chess? Here's the thing. I already did the coolest thing you can ever do. I stole something that lets me steal. What's cooler than that? Nothing. Don't say ice cold. I know someone's saying it. That's the thing. It's no big deal. Just a 75-hour-long boss fight. Isn't the basic gun better? I don't know. I'm relying on chat to help me. They told me the Corsair is good. But I do kind of feel like its incredibly slow rate of fire might leave me with a... like the basic gun might be a little bit faster to kill. Also, my hand hurts from holding down this, you know, factory fresh right bumper. But, you know, it's the price you pay when you do a physically demanding job like streaming video games. Is this the longest Blobulord fight of all time? That was an extremely better safe than sorry situation. We've done it. That was incredible. No flawless? Pardon me? You don't get a flawless for Bloblord. Congrats, though. I'm going to use a key to get armor, because I like having HP. You could have used a drill. How's that for a drill, bitch? I didn't know you could drill door. I'm starting college in 2 weeks. Any tips? Yes. Honestly, like, just go to class. That's not a shot at Cobalt. That's the advice I always give. And it's advice I give you firsthand from someone who probably did not go to as much class as I should have. Just go to class. Everything else, you know, socially, whatever, you'll figure it out. Just have an open mind. Don't be a weirdo, and you'll be okay. That's the thing in college, like, you know, everybody is a weirdo day one. So you just gotta, you know, as long as you're not a dude who's like, you know, is that an ethanol beverage? My father warned me about those. You know, you're gonna be fine. As long as you're just not, like, try not to be weird about it. Now do Abby of the True Gun. Well, I mean, like, the thing is, I'm very, very good at this video game. And I have extremely great guns, so whew, I'm not really worried, because, like, I know it's going to work out. Now, that time, I was not hit. I was hit by something that is not real. I think it's going okay, though. I'm kind of like, I'm doing the Gungeon flowchart, I think. This is a large room. What's up with that? There's one enemy in this very large room. Yeah, that's like, I'm reading the comments in chat. I'm not reading them out loud because like 99% of my brain is dedicated to dodging and holding this button down until we get a gun that allows me to mindlessly kind of read chat and play. But I agree. You should just, like, basically don't even give yourself the option to skip class. Because once you start, it becomes very easy to justify. Especially if you have like a natural cleverness. You'll be like, why would I waste 3 hours going to the lecture? I understand it in 45 minutes, you know? That might be true, but by being at the lecture, you'll understand 100% instead of 51%, and, you know, you'll do better accordingly, so... That's true. If you like what you're studying, like, that's the same... When I was in school for biology, and I was kind of like, you know, 50% into what I was studying and 50% not, depending on the class, lectures could be tedious sometimes. But for programming, you know, I do the required reading before class, so I already know, like, what the lecture is going to be about, and I still go just so I can, you know, ask questions. I don't care about escape rope. And, you know, I like the info. I skipped 50% of my classes, and now I have a sweet-ass job. I mean, here's the thing. We shouldn't tell somebody going to college that you can skip half your classes relatively consequence-free. I think that's... Because I want them to go in. I think it would be beneficial for them to think that you have to go to every class. When you and I know that, you know, there are probably days where you don't absolutely have to be there. But it's easier to ratchet it, you know, backwards and, you know, skip classes you can skip than it is to all of a sudden be like, I'm going to go to every single one when I haven't gone to any. But I don't know. I think you're fine, probably, as long as you don't... I had friends, me and Mouth have a friend that are like, in school he would go on day one and get the... I guess I'll wait for this to recharge. He would go on day one and get the syllabus, and then would only show up for the midterm and the final, which was... You know, I mean, he dropped out, or flunked out. But it was kind of like a, you know, you can't fire me, I quit sort of situation. Thank you, Corsair. I was getting a little nervous. Please. All I want is a gun. That's the reason I can't start playing WoW again. Dude, I accept that 100%, you know? One game is too much and 1,000 games is not enough, right? Like, I'm the same way with Dota. I watched a little bit of the International and people were like, oh, he's starting to get back into Dota. No, absolutely not. I enjoyed watching, and I enjoy when the health bars get lower. Until one day, the health bar is just gone. But I can't play it. You know, it might be different now, but like, the benefit that I get from playing Dota is like 1% versus the risk of like spending all of my free time playing a game that doesn't actually even make me happy. It's a real gun. Not a real gun. Kind of want to buy the HP, unfortunately. Like, I know it's going to be hard for me because, like, I'm not... This is HP, right? I can't remember. Oh, you have the bell. That's right. I should steal. No? Save for the owl? What does that mean? Get the owl. Can I steal this? Steal owl. Surprise, bitch. And then well, he does not like me anymore, which is fair. It's gonna be hard for me, and like, I really don't work that much. It just seems like I work a lot because I put in more hours than a lot of streamers. Not even a lot of streamers, like a lot of YouTubers, honestly. Streamers, they usually do like, you know, 7 hours, 5 or 6 days a week. But like, I work a healthy work week, maybe a little bit more than I should, but not like... A few years ago, we were at like workahol levels, but either way, like, I've gotten used to the fact that since June, I haven't had a class. So, like, I have way more free time than I'm used to, and that's why I can, you know, fly in X-Plane a couple times a week. As soon as I'm back in class, and like, that's why I can beat Guacamelee in my off time and not even record it, right? Like, so I've gotten used to having a few extra hours of free time a week, and it's gonna be like a mildly rude awakening when I go back, but oh well. It's just, that's, you know, adult life. Just suck it up. Can't you code while playing X-Plane? Yeah, but it's just like, you know... It sounds, maybe like overly try-hard, but like, I don't want the distraction. Like, why not just, start, hello? It's the door. Why not just start, programming instead of being like, oh, I'll start after, you know, 20 minutes when I hit cruising altitude. Door Lord. Oh, that doesn't fix the laser. Wow. News to freaking me, dude. You son of a bitch. You absolute scumbag. Well, this guy's tough, huh? I'm mad. Maybe I should use one of my infinite blanks. He's lived. What are you? You are an active item. That's bad news. Wow, jar of bees. What would you say? It's bad? Not the bees, it's bad? Synergy? Yeah, but you know, it's just kind of... It's a B+. We can use both of our existing items, so... Kind of like, there it goes. I just have to remember to use the bell. Like, I will, Oh, I should have stolen the rat key, right? Whatever. We didn't even beat the Lich last time, so we got, like... We got some room for improvement. I'm not feeling too bad, though. Like, the run seems good. Our guns are, like, half decent now. And, I mean, I didn't flawless the boss because I've, like, never seen him. Seen him once in my whole life. What I was gonna say, though, now that we have a chance to, you know, talk a little bit more, because obviously I'll never be hit on these rooms, is, you know, like, I hate giving advice because I think there's something innately kind of, like, self-inflating about, like, I've got all the answers. But if I have a productivity tip for you that is extremely unhelpful, it's, you know, just doing it is... Get out of here. Just doing it is extremely valuable and underrated. Like, as soon as you go... It's not that you're never gonna do it, but if you're like, you know, I'll do my homework after this league game, or, you know, after, and I still do this with, like, parts of my life, for sure, but I'll do my work after I do this thing, you know? Why? Why not just do the thing, like, do your work, I should say, and then after it, you don't have the stress of the thing hanging over your head anymore. You know, if you got homework and it's due on Thursday, but you have time tonight, and it's Monday, do it on Monday, then you might have, like, 2 guilt-free days of enjoying yourself instead of being like, I could do one more game, but it could be, you know, like, might be tough. Like, if you do it now, there's no possibility that something is going to come up and make it so you can't get it done properly or on time. That being said, like, you know, I might be part of your procrastination, so, like, don't abandon me. What if you're an adult and have infinite things you should do instead of playing a game? Well, you gotta put it in perspective, right? Like, if there's, like, you know, there's a triage as an adult. There's, like, things you need to do right now. The cat threw up, you know, I had to pay my taxes, you know? Stuff that has to happen urgently. I gotta drive my mom to the hospital or something like that. And then there's stuff that's like, you know, the dishes can wait a day now and then. You know, vacuuming can wait a day now and then. But yeah, I mean, it is... I've definitely, as an adult, it's hard to have, like, you know, any marathon gaming session. For sure. Dude, this is good. I like the controller vibration. Yeah, you can just do a 12-hour stream to justify it. That's actually plausible. I didn't miss the secret room. It's still there. Dude, please drop ammo. Also, you know what? Thank you so much. Snowballer's decent, right? But I don't know. Can we? Is there a stealing limit? I can never remember. Yo, what? Okay, one of them is a mimic. I have to know what happens if you drill a mimic. He's mad. No, I shot the blue chest. Hey, you piece of garbage, come out here. Thank you. Oh, it's okay. A room clearer, potentially. Are you also a mimic? What the frig? Well, that was the one I would have preferred if it didn't miss. Yo. Silver bullets. Massively increased damage to the jammed. I don't know what that means. Use shine. I don't know what that means. Use shrine. I know what that means. I lost HP though. It's more damage to cursed enemies. Gotcha. Okay. This guy. I don't like him. And he stinks. But I have flawlessed him in my life before. It'd be very useful to get the HP we just lost. Panic. Anyway, go to class. Once you get used to going to class, it'll feel wrong to skip. Instead of, like, if you start skipping, you'll be like, I deserve a sandwich. I went to class today. It's my best advice about college, which, sure, you know, people are starting. It's the end of August, makes sense. Dude, that was a good fight. Just checking. I will use this for now. Like, dude, I'm so much better as a student now than I was when I was like 20. Like now, I mean, I only have one class, so it's a little easier. But I think, you know, it kind of, the habits scale. Like now, when I come home from class, I just do the assignment immediately. And then some days, like, you know, it takes an extra 3 hours, but it gets done. Some days, I'm like, man, this is going to take a really long time. And then I'm super glad I started it early so I can, like, plan my week appropriately. But anyway, this is like, I guess the advice, you know, if I want to really, like, make it on Twitch, start being like, frig it, dude, just play games instead. School's for fools. Whoa. Yeah, I took an agile class. I understand that it is important. Simultaneously, it was the most boring class I've ever taken. And a lot of it was like, simulate your daily stand-ups, and I'm working on, you know, decoupling the UI from the business logic. And you're like, okay, cool. I understand why you have to take it, but simultaneously I was like, this is boring. So double vision is also pretty good, right? One run. They say one run. But like, what do we give up? We have such awesome... Drop the bell? Really? Give up drill? All I'll say is that everybody is saying at least give up something. So that tells me that this is a good, like an item worth taking. So many keys, you don't need drill. Yeah, but if I don't take damage, I don't really need the bell either, so, you know. And I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, man, my big problem in this game is, like, sometimes I get hit. If I could just not get hit, that would be pretty beneficial for me. Does it cost twice as much ammo? Or does it just double your output? Oh, I thought that was a mimic. It doesn't. That's incredible. Dude, you are screwed. The siren. I remember thinking this gun was like B tier. Well, I think we're pretty much good to go. Time to edit the titties out. Look. You're not wrong. Get me out of here. No, I don't need any of these trash items. You don't need items if you have good guns, okay? Siren is like an A-tier room clearer. I'll take that under advisement for when I decide that I need help. Clearing some rooms. Hey, hit me up with some more conversational topics. We already talked college and U2, my two favorite subjects. Oh, hello. Nope, not gonna answer questions about the vascularity of my penis. Sorry about that. How was the concert last night? The concert was very good. If anybody here was at the concert, thank you very much for showing up. It means a lot to Kate and myself. It was entertaining and also very well supported. My wife was very pleased with the way that the event went. I can talk about the Logan Paul KSI fight. Here's the thing. It's the same shit. Whenever there's like a sporting event that a lot of people care about, all the fake intellectuals come out of the woodwork, you know. I didn't watch stupid thing because I'm smart. And like, good for you, you know, like, what are you doing wasting your time on Twitter? You should be like working at NASA or something like that. You've obviously got one of the best brains on planet Earth. Isn't that what you did to Dan? No, Dan also is like, to put it politely, we disagree. The fact that Dan was like, these young men are setting a great example for the nation's youth. I was like, you are insane. This is like, obviously like exploitative and trash content, right? Like, wow, the future is just getting started for YouTube content creators. Cool, yeah. It's very aspirational. Soon we could all be boxing the shit out of each other for money. That sounds like where I want this career path to go. I've always longed for the legitimacy of being a celebrity boxer like Tanya Harding or Gary Coleman. You know, they were always like, you know, when I really knew the Hollywood thing was taking off was when I got invited to box the dude who played Screech on Saved by the Bell 16 years ago. That's really where, like, our industry took off. Either way, though, I did watch it, and I watched it because it's just entertaining. It's like a YouTube video of people fighting. I will always watch it. It was not a good boxing match, but I don't know what I'm looking for in boxing to begin with, so it's not... I really thought it would give Lennox Lewis versus Mike Tyson a run for their money. No, I was just like, I want to see these people get punched in the face. That's really what it came down to. I would pay anybody involved with this $10 to watch them get punched in the face. And if they're going to be like, well, who's the real winner? You know, I got your $10. Are you freaking kidding me? I'll be like, I'm the real winner. $10 means very little to me, and I saw you get punched in the face, and it ruled. There's too many mimics, dude. Remove mimics from this game. If the chain goes away, at the treasure you may stay. If the chain goes towards you, it's a freaking mimic, dude. NL, do you like baking? I'm baking some chocolate cookies right now. I'm at the point where, like, if it isn't a Ligma, I'll be mad. Like, I want you to Ligma me. Ligma me balls! Son! I don't know. That's the Lucky Charms guy. Yeah, without taking damage. Easy. Easy. Dude, the Siren is pretty good. I agree. Wow. I mean, I want the ammo, of course. But I also want to not take damage. Thank you, Owl. Yeah, see? I don't know if that's any good at all, really. What's the best movie of the century so far, and why is it There Will Be Blood? It's probably Crank 2 High Voltage. The movie where if Jason Statham doesn't get electrically shocked every half hour, his heart stops due to a poison that the Chinese triad put in his body. If that's a freaking mimic, baby, I'm about to have me some fun. Yeah, Malf, I was disappointed there's no Malf stream yesterday. I know you're spending time with your family, but really fucks with my day off. Heavy bullets. Synergizes with Devolver. Oh, because they're both Devolver digital video games. I actually felt bad for not streaming yesterday. Dude, that's how they get you. Now you're suckered. The ice. I'm hooked on chat. Dude, I love that you're streaming more, Malf, because I feel like you and I are kindred spirits. Where, like, every other streamer, and not every other streamer, but so many other streamers, like, get annoyed by chat. It's like their #1 stress on this platform. And then you're just like, you know, they're like your boys. It's the same thing. Like, I'm playing 3 hours of Enter the Gungeon. The real entertaining part for me is, you know, I mean, the game's great, but, like, chat coming up with questions, having this, like, open dialogue with chat. Yeah, the balance is different. Here, chat gets annoyed by the streamer, which is way better for me. Yes. How about that? So this is a synergy chest. I just, like, it's not meant to call out any other streamer, because, like, and the other thing is, I think part of it is also that, you know, Malf and I are, like, a little bit older. Stout bullets. Ooh, Dwarven Stout. So I think we have it, like, a little bit more in perspective, I guess, or we've dealt with it for long enough that it's, like, it doesn't bother people as much anymore, but, like, or it doesn't bother us as much anymore, I should say, but, like, it's nice when the streamer is not like, chat, I hate you, and you're, like, the worst part of this platform. And instead, they're like, oh, no. They have, like, a positive relationship, and they, you know, accept that sometimes chat's gonna, like, disagree, and occasionally you're gonna get, like, a troll who's a piece of garbage, but, you know, it's like, He's not representative of the community by and large. Dude, these are some large bullets. Hey. Stop this. Thank you. Dude, this is insanely good. Nanomachines. No, not nanomachines. Wow. Read Mathis's latest tweet, NL. Thoughts? Well, I mean, it's not like I'm doing anything. Like, I'm not at work right now. So sure, Indy. I'll go to twitter.com/MathisGames. Pumpkin spice coffee season has started. Dude, Mathis, you know, he owns it. I'm not offended by the fact that Mathis likes pumpkin spice lattes. Like, I do not care. However, is that good? However, I'm annoyed because he does it and then he calls himself a basic bitch, which is just like, that's one step too far. I'm like, other people have to call you a basic bitch. You don't get to be like, I'm a basic bitch and I love it. That's just like, you're trying too hard. Dude, the Corsair seems extremely cool now. What were we using? That's not that low. It's not low at all. I guess we take it for this. I have no idea what the constituents of pumpkin spice are. I've never had a pumpkin spice latte. Doesn't make me better than any other, you know, coffee drinker on planet Earth. I tend not to like flavored coffees. Even like, you know, French vanilla, I'm like, can I save it for later? What is this, by the way? Some kind of lord? Ah, it's this guy again. Well, it's the thing, okay? Because, like, I don't understand. When it comes to, like, food items that are popular, oh my god. I just get annoyed when people, like, the big one is LaCroix. Whenever somebody on the tweets about LaCroix, they're always like, it tastes like television static. And then people link me to the tweet, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm not buying you LaCroix. What do I care? Oh, this person out here doesn't like sparkling water, and they tweeted about it. Doesn't bother me. It appears to bother you when people purchase LaCroix. Who cares? Like, it literally is like the most meaningless thing you could possibly be, you idiot! You could possibly be annoyed by. You know, you don't need to tweet me just because somebody out there is like, I don't like sparkling water. That's fine. They're entitled to. They're wrong, but... Dude, you see the size? I was wondering what these bombs were. Those are our roll bombs, and they own. This is too much ammo. LaCroix is literally CO2 in water. So what? It's like it's somehow more legitimized if you're like, well, we put high fructose corn syrup, carbonic acid, and then like brown number 7 in it. It's all it just is water. It's all water derivatives. Enjoy yourself, you know. If you care about it, make health conscious decisions. Who cares? Brown number 7, my favorite Lou Bega song. No, okay, fine. The owl got it just before I used my blank. Frig. So I don't want to say it, but kind of feel like maybe the Corsair is not the right choice, even though it's still pretty good, or even great. I think many of our other guns would be better right now. I'm not saying this one will be. I'm running some tests. We do have a lot of trash guns we're not using, so that seems appropriate. We'll try to do it at the end. Dude, I don't know. For a gun with 600 ammo... Oh, this is what we should have refilled about 10 times, but... Oh! For a gun with 600 ammo, this is doing pretty nice damage. I tweeted the TV static thing at you. I thought it would tickle your fancy. I'm not offended. I'm just using you as an example of what I hate. No, I know. And, you know, like, I recognize names and avatars on Twitter. But I was like, hey, don't narc on that person, okay? If they don't want to like sparkling water, that's fine. I don't own stock in the LaCroix Corporation. I don't even buy it anymore, because it's like... water just comes out of the tap. Sparkling water doesn't come out of the tap, but, like... You know, I'd rather not carry and buy a bunch of cans. Like... I don't buy, like... I skip the beverage section at the grocery store. Get a rice cooker? Oh, got a rice cooker. Great suggestion. Yeah, dude, having a rice cooker is, like, extremely convenient. Shotgun coffee. I feel like in roguelites, in roguelite terms, a speed up is worth a lot in Gungeon versus Isaac. I've had some runs where a speed up in Isaac would be very critical, but I feel like in Gungeon it's worth like twice as much. I know you get this all the time, but why not get a soda stream? The easy answer is that I don't... If I have sparkling water, I will drink all of the sparkling water. So if I buy a soda stream, instead of buying sparkling water, I've just shifted it, and now I have to buy, like, CO2 canisters instead. Like, I would literally drink, like, 2 liters of sparkling water a day if I had a soda stream. So I don't know, it's not really like the financial concern of buying the CO2. It's more like the chore of always having to buy CO2 cartons. That was an extremely bad dodge. One canister lasts forever? Well, apparently, I had looked at it, one canister lasts like 70 liters. So it's like roughly once a month I'd be buying CO2. I think it's irresponsible of me to have done my research and still make that decision. Any of these any good? Finger is extremely good. Glad to hear it. You could buy 12 canisters and be done for a year. Yeah, but then when January next year rolls around, I won't buy them. I'll be like, oh, now I gotta buy another 12 canisters. Don't you guys have an appliance in your home that you bought it and you're like, you know, it's easy. And then one day you were just like, man, fuck this thing. Fresh juice is not worth the hassle. Slow cooker? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure for a lot of slow cooker, waffle iron, you know, something like that. Everybody has got something like that in their house. You know what it is for us? We have a juicer as well that we don't use as often as we should, because it costs like The thing is, the juice is great, but every glass of juice is like 40 apples. It's insane. But, and then you gotta clean the pulp out of it, but I digress. You don't need to hear my juice-related woes. What was I gonna say? Oh, the other thing in our house that we have but don't use all that often is the freaking toaster. I'm like, man, maybe when we move, I don't even need a toaster anymore. I'm just not using that much toast. I love toast, but I'm, you know, just not having it for breakfast that much anymore. You know what piece of kitchen hardware is highly underrated? The Instant Pot that boils water and then holds it at a certain temperature. Extremely great. Instantaneous tea at any time. Instantaneous hot water for, you know, if you wanted to make like French press coffee or something like that. Highly recommended. What do you have for breakfast then? You don't want to know. Usually I have, like Kanaka broad, cream cheese, and smoked salmon. That's true. I do also have the cream of some young guy. So we are never going to use, even though there's a synergy, never going to use the Devolver. I'm probably never going to use the Phoenix ever again. I need to know about the orange juice, my dude. Are you saying there are better orange juices than Tropicana? Oh, good, the unfinished gun. Whoa. Yes. But it'll cost you. I have a bit about orange juice. Please remind me about it on Tuesday. I will do so, Malf. I will do so. I am mad. Here's the thing. I never buy juice for myself. I could live a juiceless existence. Doesn't bother me. Kate loves juice. She's a juice connoisseur. So I have sampled many different juices. Once you go like to like an unpasteurized orange juice, like a freshly squeezed orange juice, I'm not gonna say it's hard to go back because it's about, you know, like 3 times the price. But regular orange juice tastes like battery acid. Like Tropicana is like literally drinking weak hydrochloric acid. And the fresh orange juice is like the nectar of the gods. It's a little tart, but it's mostly sweet. It's not like somebody crushed up a vitamin C tablet in a glass and stirred it up. Oh, we're popping. You lived! Fresh juice has a lot of sugar. I would rather just have some chocolate. See, dude, that's where we differ. Even if juice was as bad for you as chocolate, I would rather have the juice. Different strokes. Man, this controller is really going to town. Yo, that seems cool. I am going to go to the store. Do you still do Friday Night Magic? No. And as much as I have previously said, it was because parts of the community were a little unwelcoming. It's mostly that it's just a pain in the ass. Because, like, the closest Magic shop is like a... I mean, it's like a 15-minute drive at night at 5 or 6 p.m., which is around the time you'd have to drive to get to Friday Night Magic. It's insane traffic, so it takes like an hour. And then you know, I was going there and just consistently getting like 1-2. I probably 2-1'd like, you know, 5 or 6 times. This is like, oh, you poor baby. It's not a chore. It's like a hobby. If there's an hour commute to go to a stinky magic shop, I'm just not gonna do it. You gotta be so weird about it. Poor baby doesn't want to play magic. Yeah, you know, I don't. Don't you have a bike? Ride that instead? Yeah, I'll just ride my bike during like on a no bike lane, basically commuter highway during peak rush hour. So with a freaking Magic the Gathering supply box on my shoulder so that I can get 1 and 2'd and maybe win $4. Sounds fantastic. What a good use of my Friday. I'm going in. Oh, I'm saying it. Maybe it's your dedication to the craft. Yo, bro, it's a card game. It's not a craft. Do you work at Wizards of the Coast? I like Magic. I'm just saying, I don't know why everyone's being so weird about it. Like, when you're like, you know, oh, I haven't exercised recently. People are like, yeah, it's hard. And you're like, I don't really like going to Friday Night Magic. They're like, why? I don't accept your excuses. If you really wanted it, you would go. Yeah, you're 100% correct. You got it. Lost my interest in Magic as well. Dude, honestly, Arenas kind of brought me back. But then when they removed Quick Draft, I was like, well, that's my format. I understand. You have to understand, like, and I've been there. If you're in the Magic community, you say things that make no sense to lay people like myself. Just play Singleton. No, you don't. I don't know what that means. Like, I know that every deck can only have one of each specific card, but I still don't know what cards are any good in, like, a somewhat constructed format. It's not that easy. Quick Draft is still an arena. Someone said it was away for 3 hours, and that's... Like, I'm not saying you're wrong, because it sounds like the fact that you have a specific number lends some credence. But I thought they took it away for, like, the entire day where I checked, because I did the bounty, like, that Tuesday, and then I know Bear did it on Thursday, and it didn't exist by the time he did it. It was a bug fix. It was less than a day. A likely story. Now that I know it's still in, I will do some more Magic. Not on stream, because I don't hate myself, but in my off time, away from the judging eyes of the internet. Please stop rolling into enemies, you idiot. Be cool, be cool. Only Kibler streams Magic these days. This damage, dude. First off, Brian Kibler, friend of the channel. Champions of Fire 1 participant. And then for Champions of Fire 2, they talked to me and they were like, hey, we're thinking about inviting Brian Kibler. And I said, I'm threatened by his handsomeness. Either he goes or I go. And they made a difficult decision and Brian was unavailable. So that's how I ended up in Champions of Fire 2. Wow, I think I'll just take some dumb damage by being a fool. My positioning is so bad right now. Anyway. Dude, I can kind of understand it. Like, Magic is super weird. Not, like, as a game, it's just a game. But the community is very unique. Like, it must be hard to be a pro Magic streamer when everybody in the Magic community is so concerned with, like, expected value that they would... I mean, my expectation is that it would be hard to get people to subscribe to you because they're like, I could buy a pack with that $4. I think if you're like a variety streamer, it's a little easier. You just go, if I'm entertaining, you know, please spend your money on me. Please. And then, you know, that's one thing. But in Magic, you gotta be like, well, you know, the best expected value is if you buy a fat pack at launch and you sell all the full art lands that are inside of it, you could make $1.01 for every dollar spent, and I could be wrong. A lot of the Magic community, I guess, is... I mean, I feel like, by and large, Magic players are also, like, pretty accomplished. But once you reach a certain age, like, all the people we were playing at Friday Night Magic, and I was like, you know, what do you do for a living? Like, software developer, and I'm like, let me guess, software developer? And they're like, nah, engineer. And I'm like, god damn it. You win some, you lose some. Telling you, we still got this, we got this Conspiracy 2 box, just waiting for a convention people actually go to. And we can finally crack the long-awaited Conspiracy 2 box we bought in 2016. One day, it'll happen. Please. My bullets are too large. I need to use a gun that shoots straight. No! Smart. Shot grub. You're right. Shot grub. Look at that. NL, have you ever met a pet rat? I'm talking about a G-Li B-Li? You'd rather do my can-dot? Not to the best of my knowledge. You know, I wouldn't be, like, against meeting a pet rat. I'm not that weirded out by rodents. There's always, like, you know, one girl in my high school who was like, you know, check it out, I'm not like other girls. They got dogs, I got a lizard. I listen to Depeche Mode. Sunny Day Real Estate. I'm like, that's cool. What do you mean that's cool? Aren't you supposed to, wow, that's weird. No, it's, you know, it's animal companionship, you know? I get it. Lizard girls? Lizard girls are a thing? I didn't know that was the case. Horse girls, 100% real thing. We're gonna die again. Dude, I hate hell in this game. Mostly because I'm bad. But this is like a dream run. And it's getting close to squandering. Kate, hello. Good morning. Morning oof. It's not like that. It's the same as like the reading an audiobook, I think. When someone, you know, wakes up, the first time you talk to them, you say good morning. I mean, if you live with them. If it's like, you know, 3 p.m., you wouldn't be like, good morning, boss. You know, that's weird. Unless you're being sarcastic. Working hard or hardly working. No, I didn't talk to my wife when I woke up because I'm a good husband, and she had no reason to wake up early today, so, you know, just because I'm awake doesn't mean she needs to be awake. I don't really want to fight this guy. Not right now, anyway. 7 keys. Wow. Kinda wish I stuck with the bell. But you know what? You live and learn. You make a little bit of progress on every episode. Every video. Can't believe I came into today's stream thinking like, maybe I'll make progress towards the rat fight. Oh, we're gonna do one more run. It'll probably only be one more run, because every Gungeon run takes 80 minutes, but... We did do the oubliette on this one, so it's understandable. Let's go. We've beaten many rooms without getting hit. No. I was like, maybe we'll be able to get some HP. I don't even remember what this guy does. Yeah, there's no sub-game today because I'm going to be at PAX next week. So I didn't really want to do a, like, start a new story-based game. Because I would forget everything. Now, I have watched Austin and Corey and Kate fight the Lich a little bit recently, so, like... It should be relatively... You know, I don't have the patterns memorized. But I have some great techniques like that one right there where you take damage for no reason. That's a pretty high-level strategy. Yep. Fair, fair. Quick restart. Why not do Dead Cells with Twitch chat? You're gonna force me to say my bad opinion, are you? My opinion that's wrong. And the Twitch integration looks great. It looks like the best implementation of Twitch integration that I've seen in a roguelike. But I don't think that Dead Cells is that good. I'm happy that many people are liking it. I love the combat engine, but I don't think that the roguelite side of Dead Cells is good. I think the game is good. I don't think the replayability is as there. So? Well, so I don't want to play it. I want to play a different game. You haven't even beaten it? Oh yeah, maybe if I just grind another 30 or 40 hours, I'll enjoy it. Maybe if I'm forced to play it as a chore, the true magic of the game will reveal itself to me. Every roguelite is a chore? Dude, I don't think so. Like, I'm having a very fun time playing Enter the Gungeon. It's just, the thing with Dead Cells is just something about the timed doors. I don't know, it just doesn't jive with me the way it seems to with some other people. The fact that, like, at least, I mean, I haven't played it since the Hand of the King update, so it might be different now, but the fact that, like, the optimum way to handle the first couple of floors was just to, like, sprint. You know what? Now we'll see if we get a key for free. Could be worth revisiting. I mean, I played it again, like, less than 6 months ago. And I hit the same wall that I hit with, Ooh. No. I hit the same wall I hit with it the first time, which is I was like, I don't really feel like I'm enjoying the game until, like, the third or fourth floor. Like, the first 25 minutes, I'm just, like, bored. But, you know, different strokes for different folks. If you enjoyed Dead Cells, it's not that I don't care. I'm actually very happy. You know, I've seen a lot, particularly, like, traditional games press who I follow on Twitter are like, man, this Dead Cells game is really cool. And I'm like, hey, they're enjoying a roguelike for the first time, you know, since, like, 2014. That's cool news. Maybe there's hope for the genre yet. But I will say that Twitch integration looks amazing. I think they did that very intelligently. I would love to see another RimWorld colony. So here's the thing. I'm not in the RimWorld mood right now, but once every year, once every 2 years, I get super, I'm like, I gotta do an XCOM campaign. I gotta do a RimWorld campaign, you know? Like, all you gotta know is that one day, it'll happen again, probably. That's fair. I am a fool. I think I'm gonna fight the boss first. Why would you consider that? You have 2 keys. Look, I used to be like you. I would open every chest in the game. And then people yelled at me. When I opened blue chests, they said, "What are you doing opening a blue chest? Don't you know you only open nightmare chests in this game? You shoot every other chest in the game for a chance that it could be Sir Junkin?" I'm sorry, I didn't know. So I think maybe the danger with my Gungeon play is that I am bad, but I take advice from people who are great. You know, imagine like if you were playing Isaac. You know, people would be like, make sure you go hard on that first deal with the devil to get the precedent. And you're like, dude, I need this HP because I'm still getting hit by everything. Fudge. I guess our HP is not that bad right here. Plenty of time. Good lord. You know what? End me. If we're only doing one more run, I want it to be a good one. Take me out.
Oh no, my streak.
That's true, my streak continues. It's negative, well, it depends. If you count the runs where we just beat the dragon and quit, you know, we're probably at like negative 4 or 5. If you count runs where we passed the dragon and then died to the lich, we're at like probably like negative like 20. Past the dragon. Now you're speaking my language. Dude, I am starving. Like, we've between Kate's concert, you know, having people in from out of town, we haven't been grocery shopping, so I've been, like, subsisting on kind bars for, like, 3 days. Like, kind bars and then a lunch outside of the house. And I hate it. For, like, one day, it's fine, and then the next day I wake up and I'm like, why do I have, like, a Lovecraftian hunger? Like, a hunger that deeply unsettles me. Like, it feels like my body is aching for the carbon of another living thing. It's like an otherworldly hunger. You know what? I have 2 keys. Look at that. Some floors are familiar. Middle-class millennials experience hunger for the first time. This guy thinks I'm in the middle class. What are these statues, by the way? Ambience? Ambiance? It's not the carbon you search for, it's the energy in the bonds between the carbon and its other atoms. You know what? I don't know enough about biology to dispute you. If you caught bigger honkers, you wouldn't be hungry. Dude, I know I talked about this earlier. Talked about it last night when I was hanging out with Corey as well, but like, I'm opening it. I kind of wish that there were less fish in Fishing Simulator. Just the fact that, like, every time you cast, you get a... I know there's a realistic setting, okay? Maybe we should keep the realistic setting, but you have to restart your whole save file if you want to play realistic, which is, like, it's a lot of progress to wipe. Don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze. But I also don't know if that's actually what I want. Like, maybe if I set it on realistic and I never catch fish, I'll be like, this is boring. I don't like this game anymore. Complains about suboptimal game mode, doesn't switch to the optimal game mode. Well, it's more like, you know, I'm kind of spitballing with Chad here. It's like everybody's got problems in their lives. Poor?
Ooh, why don't you just make more money?
Imagine not immediately solving something you have a mild gripe about. Like when I was talking about the fact that I was hungry, people were like, just buy food. I know the solution. This is literally like the easiest thing in the world. It's just, you know, I haven't had a chance. Please light on fire, despite your fireproof chair. The easiest thing would be ordering DoorDash. Well, that is true. I think there's a healthy balance between grocery shopping and delivery, though. I use delivery as like a morale boost when I'm like, I deserve this. And then grocery shopping is like, I want to be able to have good food right now and not pay a ridiculous amount of money for it. It was a decent fight. Shell gun. I don't know what this is. Get me out of here. No, this is the only stream for today. But I'll be on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's just early today, so like we have friends in from out of town. Who we would like to get lunch with them before they go to the airport later today. So I figured, you know what? I could cancel the stream, or I could just inconvenience myself by having, you know, not an amazing night's sleep and be live and You know what? I'm honestly, like, very glad that this is the route that I took, because the stream has woken me up quite a lot. I feel good. I feel alert. Not necessarily playing like it. Thank you for your service. That was still, like, it's one of my favorite things Nick has ever said. It was like the hell hath no fury like an angry iron worker. Thank you for your service. Basically, I'm inclined to say that all iron workers were highly owned by that comment. It was epic for the win. While I'm very, very slowly killing enemies with this terrible gun, can I get a verdict on the shell gun? Terrible? It exists. Okay, well, you know, I can live with that for now. Like, that's my verdict on all of these guns, is that they exist. Hopefully we can get a gun that's a little better than existing. Yo. Mr. Accretion Jr. Solar Flare. I know this, I've seen it. It shoots planets. It is a large gun. Ain't no question about that. The flare gun is now incredible. Well, what's in your... I'm not gonna do it. I honestly don't think it's that good. Look at the size of this freaking flare, dude. The flare is so large, how could it be bad? Oh, the planet gun, I mean. I don't know, because I've seen both Corey and Austin use the planet gun. So it must be at least half decent if Austin's using it. A while back, I learned that there is a huge controversy about learning French in Canada because of Quebec. Well, I guess it depends what you mean by huge controversy. Because this is the first I've ever heard of it, and I've lived here my entire life minus 1 year. But the internet teaches me many things about what my country is like from people who don't live there, so... I mean, you might be right. In Canada, if you tell a joke that's in bad taste, Justin Trudeau will throw you in jail. Canadian government workers have to work on Christmas, but they get Eid off. Totally true. That is true. Eid Mubarak, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful Eid. +1 to bullet. It's an all stats up, right? %25 damage boost. Okay, we get a chance to see damage potential. Dude, honestly, the flare gun seems pretty lit right now. That's good damage. Where's Corey? I know the answer. Corey's asleep. I need Corey to be my sensei. Where's Austin? I know the answer. Austin's asleep. But I need Austin to be my Gungeon sensei. Dude, this is... exactly the weapon I need for this. It's like a good piercing shot. Don't do it, you son of a bitch. Smart. Good use. Good use of that. You've only got 3 blanks. Be careful. Oh my god. I probably deserve to be hit there. Ooh. Just checking. Oh! Excuse me, my synergy, please. Play well, get keys. Oh, it's another flare gun synergy. What is this? I'll have you know I'm a big fan of Resident Evil. I've played all of the games that have 4 in the title. Are zombie bullets any good? Play well, get D's. They are good. Welcome. Oh my god, please have a flare gun synergy. Oh, Dawn of the Gun Dead. Maybe it reanimates enemies you kill to fight for you. Do you find it funny that in French they use an English loan word for parking garage, but the Quebecois made their own French word for it? Dude, I don't really, like, concern myself with that sort of stuff. I'm not too worried about it. You know, I can't be too snobby about English, because as mentioned many times, we drive on a parkway, but park on a driveway, so, like, I'm not too concerned about it. Once we get that sorted out, I'll start to worry about other people's problems. I agree. What is the deal with airplane food? But like, what is the deal with airplane food? I don't understand. What's your favorite brand of gasoline? The cheapest one that goes in my gas tank. No! Oh. Seinfeld is trash? No. Not true. Seinfeld is great. Your opinion on Jerry Seinfeld may be that he is a trash comedian. Fair. I think he's okay. But kind of riding the coattails of his previous success. Clearer Blondstone. Reload stone. What's your least favorite brand of water, and why is it Dasani? So I have not purchased a bottle of water intentionally in like just a long time. You know, I bring like a reusable bottle, plenty of fountains around, or yeah, I'll buy something that's not water. I don't mind if you buy a bottle of water, but I don't have a preference. I bet you just drink out of your faucet. Sometimes. I mean, I use a cup. Because I'm not a savage, but yeah, just drink straight out of the tap. We have a filter in our fridge that I use as well, but you know, you can just drink it straight out of the tap if you want. What a terrible room for me. Basically, the only time I get bottled water is if I'm out of town. Like, if we're in a hotel room and we need water because there's, like, I don't know. I don't want to fill up a glass out of the hotel bathroom sink, and maybe that makes me a hypocrite, but I'm like, I don't know what's going on in the tap. I don't know what's going on in the pipe. I'd rather just have, like, bottled water. I will do so, but the tap water from the hotel bathroom is probably also safe. He's done it. And then, like, in, yeah, brown chest, I'll do it. Oh, it has a synergy with the BXR, right? Oh, Chief Master. Dude, we have so many synergies on this round. Oh, it's, yeah, here we go. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. The only place I consistently drank bottled water was in Korea, where they were like, the water is not... It might be safe, but it tastes very bad, and it might not be safe. Kate says, don't drink the Korean tap water. Which, I gotta tell you, was real annoying. You wake up after a long night and be like, hey, I'm really thirsty. And then you're like, well, I guess you better get your ass to the store then. Unless you know, in your addled state, you made a smart decision to buy like 2 liters of water before you came home. Which is just very sensible, but not always the most likely course of action. Hey, this guy is gonna hit me. I promise you that. We should change guns, I think. Don't forget about the pillars. The pillars, they'll save you. Thank you. I don't know if Planet Gun is better. Takes about 1,000 years to reload, huh? That's its thing. Whoa! I'm mad. But I'm mad at myself. Honestly, haven't fought this guy too many times. Taking a 1 hit on him, it's not that bad. Well, 1,000 years is not that long on a planetary scale. I like your Neil deGrasse Tyson impression. Dragonfire. Dragonfire is good, right? I seem to recall the Dragonfire being a good gun. Well, actually, there's no conceivable biomechanical way that a dragon could produce fire. Get out of here, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Actually, I'm not here. I'm speaking to you through the miracle of telecommunications. The internet, it goes through fits and spurts, right? Like, it's crazy how... My brain can't do it. It's crazy how, like, 5 years ago, Neil deGrasse Tyson was like, dude, he's so epic. And now you're like, he's so epic for the win. Guess he... But that's... I have to ask, did he get insufferable? Or did people just get sick of him? Maybe he's always kind of been like that. But just the fact that there's like more access to his thoughts now and stuff like Twitter. You're like, you know what? I get it, dude. But I'm just trying to enjoy my Halloween party. Why are you trying to criticize my costume is scientifically inaccurate? There was a thread on Reddit that made it clear he's a shithead. You know, I don't know if he is or is not a shithead, okay? But I imagine the odds of you becoming... The synergies are out of control. Becoming a shithead are, like, way higher if society has built you up as the smartest person in America. Like, I just can't even imagine. If, like, from the age of 30 onwards, people were like, you know, oh, Ryan's the smartest person, and he's so cool, he makes science fun. You make science fun. I learned the meaning of Brownian motion. See Elon Musk? Dude, y'all are driving Elon crazy, I told you. Leave Elon alone. But you're right, same thing. You know, for 10 years, people have been like, Elon's gonna save the planet. He's humanity's savior. And then, I mean, I said it. And then, now he's like, you know, he's gone a little insane. Yes, I already have a map. Oh, thank you. Perhaps one day. Get the ballot. Don't blame people. Blame Elon. He's a narcissist. So all I'm going to say, all right, is that when I talked about that show, I Am a Killer, and I was like, I don't know if I support the death penalty, but if I support it for anybody, that dude who robbed that old lady's house and shot her in the face for no reason might be, like, high on the list. People said, NL. He has a mental illness. If Elon Musk has narcissism, it's like, fuck that dude. And as far as I know, Elon Musk has never killed a man. I mean, like, perhaps inadvertently through working conditions. And, you know, unethical consumption over is the only consumption under capitalism and stuff. I read a lot of Twitter, so... I'm just saying. The subtext seems to be, fuck Elon. And no, by the way, I don't like him. Used to. Kind of a dickweed. Once he started selling the flamethrowers, it was like, really? Like, that's just, I mean, that's literally just, like, you're selling a meme. And then people were like, I'll do it to own people who don't like you, Elon. Notice me. I have your stock ticker symbol in my Twitter profile. Like, the dude is an idiot when he does stuff like that. He's also 10 times smarter than I'll ever be. But it seems to be like, you know, if a murderer does it, he's got problems. But if Elon does it and he's got problems, fuck him because he's rich and kind of a dick. But I might be wrong. I missed what Malf said. So, you know, I'm assuming it's something dumb as usual, but I'd love to hear it. I take that back if he said something nice. If he said something nice, then, Oh, Rob equals Reddit, Ryan equals Twitter, Dan equals Snapchat, Nick equals MySpace. I love things that own me, but own other people more. Because then when I laugh at them, it makes me look like I can have a sense of humor about myself. But really, I'm like, I'm not Twitter. But I love all the other ones. I disagree with some of those, but I'm going to keep them to myself. I don't think I am Twitter, though. I think Justin is Twitter. Or maybe Justin is Stitcher. I think I'm linked in. Yeah, great minds think alike. Justin is best boy, be kind to him. I wasn't being rude to Justin. I'm just saying if you had to map all of our personalities to a social media platform. Ooh. I might say Justin is Twitter. Bear is Spotify. Gotta think about that one. Bear is Spotify. Yeah. Who's Facebook? That's the real question. That's the greatest. You're Facebook? No, I don't think you're Facebook. I don't know what you would be. You'd be Naver. She loves watching K-pop music videos. Facebook, I haven't seen because I'm fighting the hardest boss in this game. But Kate wants to be YouTube. Actually, I think that makes sense. Dude, I'm actually real pissed that I got hit on this boss. Like, I'm okay at this guy. Indies YouTube? Briefcase of cash. That's a lot of money. Mathis is YouTube. That's like, you know, he's become what he's hated. Who's Twitch? Dude, I'm gonna be real with you. I think I might be Twitch. Like, I have become deeply ingrained with Twitch culture. I go into chats for people I like, and I make fun of them. If that's not Twitch, like, I don't know what is, dude. I'm not gonna go on Chapo. Many reasons. One, I don't agree with their politics. Two, I don't even agree with my own politics. And they're gonna ask me questions like, why do you believe the things that you do? And you're like, I don't know. Always have. Haven't really put it under any more scrutiny than that. It's been working out for me, okay? Hey. Isn't buying the Chapo, and here's the thing, I've never watched Chapo. No, I'm not using the rad gun. It breaks my brain. But the stinger is so good by itself. Whack. Yeah, you got it. I've never watched Chapo, but isn't buying their book a fundamental betrayal of their politics? Shouldn't... Like, I'm not even saying this is a joke, but, like... Shouldn't they give me the book? Whoop. Oh, you're an enemy. They didn't publish it themselves? I don't understand. So I'm giving the publisher money. What, for owning the printing press? What is this, the 1300s? I know, by the way, I'm being the guy from the comic that's like, you know, oh, society has problems. And yet you're engaging in society right now. Quite, don't you see the problem with this? I understand, you know, you gotta interface with the system the way it's built right now. This gun uses too much ammo. Whoa, hello. You spooked me. Straight up. NL owns liberal dummies with facts and logic.
Oh, does this offend you, yeah? Take a look. The thing is, does it change things if I'm very rich?
Please stop calling things epic. It makes me very uncomfortable. Like, it's the most sarcastic word in the English language currently. Please stop taking damage. Ooh, let's go. Rebuild this HP. Dude, I think this synergy, I'm comfortable saying it owns and is extremely cool. Dragonfire. I can't stop saying epic in my videos. It's a problem. I don't watch your videos, so I don't know if this is a meme or what. What does it mean? Is Indy being sarcastic or what's going on? Indy, it's not your fault. I just like, I try not to watch clickbait is the thing. Big boob anime lady in the thumbnail. It's like, you know, what does it say about me if I click on that? I'm not against it, you know. But it's, you know, not the sort of thing I seek out all the time. It's not clickbait because she's in the video. You know what? I agree with you. I don't respect it, but I agree with you. If she's in the video, that would not be clickbait. Clickbait is titling a video, "My dad just died," but really, it's about The Sims. I didn't even see the bullet. No. Whatever. I thought you dodge when it's blue. Maybe I waited too long. In my brain, I was like, is that blue? That looks more like a cyan to me. What are you doing? You're not supposed to move that quickly! Oh, wasn't it Shenmue? Yeah, maybe it was Shenmue. I mean, in the end, though, you know, it's not really like... I don't really... Clickbait makes me upset when people get upset about it, because, like, what do you expect? Is it your first day on the internet?
Like, they used the thumbnail to get me to watch the video.
Yeah, welcome to, like, every medium on planet Earth. The only clickbait that makes me mad is, like, when you're on a website and they're like, check out these sponsored links, and it's like, the world will miss her, R.I.P. And then it's like a photo of a celebrity that's not actually dead. Like, if it's literally just a lie, and then you're like, oh, I didn't know Lindsay Lohan died, and then you click on it, and they're like, she's not dead. Gotcha. Fooled you. Made you look. So this is a mini-boss. That kind of scares me. It's the same mini-boss from earlier. I'm no longer afraid. But I also know my boy does not give you anything for flawless in him. That's insulting. Dude, this is an epic synergy. You guys are not joking. Half my shit fell in the fire. I'm a little bit offended by that. Your fly is open? Joke's on you, I'm not wearing any pants. Sure. You know why I'm not wearing pants is because it's a 1 a.m. stream. It's actually 10 a.m. I mean, now it's 1, but you get the idea. No, I don't want this. It's all garbage. So I figured, you know, if there's ever a pantsless day, it's today. Please reload faster. Yeah, pantsless Sunday. I like pants, though. I'm not like most streamers that are like, I'm a cool streamer. That are like, man, I never wear pants. I'm like, dude, I love pants. Keeps everything held together. Everything's in its right place, like track 1 off of Kid A. I'm definitely a human being who looks and feels best when they're wearing clothing. I have no qualms about that. I understand my role. Seems like the right time. Just trying to hold it together. What's your favorite Alicia Keys song? I know 2. Oh, I know 3 if you count New York State of Mind. But if your favorite Alicia Keys song is New York State of Mind, you're actually like 100 years old. If anyone ever said that was their favorite hip-hop song, they deserve to go to jail. But anyway, or sorry, yeah, Empire State of Mind. My mistake. Fallen is okay. But it's the, definitely for me, it's the some people want it all. I don't want nothing at all. Everything. That's, and I'm not much for like, you know, adult contemporary, easy listening sort of bangers. But that one, it slaps. Absolutely. Stinger, too slow. It's too slow here. What about Sling? What's your favorite song by The Killers? So, I've never been a huge Killers fan. And I have what I would consider a wrong opinion. I think my favorite Killers song is All These Things That I've Done. Thank you, Nicholas. Not wrong at all. Very wrong. Good choice, bad choice. I don't know. People feel very strongly about The Killers, so. What about Mr. Brightside? I think that is a good song. Jenny was a friend of mine. Is it? Actually, Jenny was a race car driver. What a good friend of mine. I think we're good to go. I don't know any Killers song that came out after When You Were Young, by the way. So I can't comment on new Killers. Jenny went down to Georgia. She was looking for a soul to steal. What's the best Offspring song? Would you believe that I answered this? It might have been last week. I feel like in my head I have a memory of me moving through a corridor in first person. But it's the one that goes, oh, when she said I should stick up for myself, but I really think it's better this way. It's self-esteem, correct. Or as I call it, 45 seconds of singing the actual words of the song. I like this game, you know? taking care of business and working overtime here. So, like, my favorite game is what's the best song by this band. I can expose my right and wrong opinions. Favorite Green Day song? You know, it might be Basket Case, you know, or maybe Longview. Something off Dookie, probably. Favorite Nirvana song? See, that's a tough one. I'm thinking. Please stop taking 3 hits on the same room. Yeah, okay, actually, I would probably say Lithium. I was thinking, and I was like, you know, in my heart, I kind of feel like it's In Bloom, but I don't want to say it because everyone's going to be like, you only know about him because of Rock Band. You know, it's going to call my Nirvana street cred into question, and that's something that I can't abide. Yeah, but the dude, Talking Heads, that's a tough one. It's like, you know, I mean, Remain in Light is an amazing album. I like a lot of songs off that, but, you know, including Once in a Lifetime. But I think I would say This Must Be the Place. Naive Melody. It's just like a really, really well-crafted song. Half of the bands being mentioned I am completely unfamiliar with. Favorite Nickelback song? Oh, dude. So, I love this question. Most streamers are cowards, and they would just repeat the right opinion, which is Nickelback sucks and I hate him. But yeah, okay. What's my favorite Nickelback song? Dude. It might actually be Photograph, and I'll tell you, I don't like it. But if I had to listen to any Nickelback song, I'd be like, yeah, sure, put on Photograph. Even though it's kind of the meme song. I don't know, all the other ones are a little too, like, just edgy and, like, I don't know, they have, like, a message that I find stupid. Like, I'm just a wanna be in big rock stars and live in here. Who cares? That song does not speak to me. Sorry, I have to focus for a moment here. I'll continue dispensing ignorant wisdom when I get a chance. Yeah, you're right. Like, popular rock music basically sucked for, like, the 8 years that I was a teenager. It might still. I don't know. But when I was, like, 13, my mom would be like, hey, son, you want to listen to some Bee Gees? And I'm like, no, Mom. That's stupid. And then I put on, like, Nickelback or Default, Theory of a Dead Man. Like, yeah, this is the real shit right here. Stained. I'm loving this. Dude, this run is... I never thought we would have a run as strong as the last run, but we pretty much got there. What about Gorillas? So I know it's not... Gorillas inspire fervent fandom. So I'm very much trying not to give the wrong answer. I am a very casual Gorillas fan. I've never played Plastic Beach backwards while watching Adventure Time to learn about the true meaning of those albums, but I would say, I mean, I like the two big singles, Feel Good Inc. and Clint Eastwood, and then the 2000 remix from FIFA 2002 is the greatest song ever made. But I would probably say, like, for a bit of a surprising pick, I'll throw in a little super fast Jellyfish. It's hooky. Dude, I'm telling you, the 2000 remix from FIFA 2002. Look it up. It bangs. It slaps. Who's your favorite Canadian band? Oh, that's impossible. Band, I guess it would probably be Rush. This is a question for which there... Yeah, that was a really good dodge. For which there is a right answer. I do like the Tragically Hip a lot. So it's like, it's a tough answer, but... What about Of Montreal?
They're from Athens, Georgia, of course. Everybody knows that.
Hey. Crystal Castles? I don't listen to cool music anymore. I used to. I don't really... Now I listen to cool music that came out, you know, between 25 and 15 years ago. Hey, where do I go to get my hearts back? You don't? Yo, but I saved my hearts. It's the start room. Let's go. Oh, favorite MGMT song? AKA Management, but no matter how you say it, someone always goes, you said it wrong. It's gotta be Time to Pretend. I think I've answered this exact question on stream probably like 9 months ago, and I went, what's that one that's like, I'm feeling rough, I'm feeling raw, I'm in the prime of my life. And then people went, Time to Pretend. And then I cemented that into my memory and remembered it for the next time it was asked. Basically, I hate it. What's your favorite Muse song? Oh, dude. It's the one that goes... Yeah, that's the one. You know it. That's the worst Muse song? I doubt it. They seem like they're one of those bands that would pull like a Fitter Happier. You know, in the middle of one of their albums would be like a 30-second like circus song. Please be killed. I can't believe the flare gun has been like my go-to. And I think I'm not completely wrong, by the way. Do we have... we should have taken Dragonfire ammo instead, but the flare gun has been crushing it. I want the heart. Thought maybe the gun might have a synergy. Oh, dude, you can't make me pick a favorite LCD Sound System song. That's like a cop-out, but simultaneously, I mean, like, you know, someone great and... all my friends I loved, and then I listened to 4,000 times, and like some of the luster is worn off, but it's like still, you know, I got a soft spot for that. And then like, you know, Home is really good. Stop shooting. Dance Yourself Clean is really good. I haven't listened. They came out with like a new album, right? They did that thing where they're like, I'm retiring. Just kidding. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, it's a lot of... Really appreciate that. Awesome. Well, we're fucked. Two blanks though. I refuse to answer any question for which there's an objective right answer. For example, best Wolf Parade album. I don't need to answer it. You can look it up on Wikipedia. Oh, why doesn't he dodge the bullet? Because I don't see them. I don't see the bullets. Please give me some red hearts. Yeah, I'm dead. And now, when are you going to start getting down with death grips? Well, here's the thing. I know I'm not supposed to blank there, but I'm scared, okay? I don't want to make any enemies, but, you know, sometimes I'm listening to Corey's stream and somebody requests some death grips, and when I'm listening to it, I'm going, it's not that weird. Yeah, I don't. People always expect, like, whenever death grips come on, they like, whoa, is this too complex for you? And I'm like, dude, you know, it's not that I dislike it. It's just it seems like you're kind of challenging me, like, oh, can you handle it? And I'm like, I listened to Subtle back in the day. Oh, that's fair enough. Dude, that was good though. We made a lot of progress today. I got hit by the biggest bullet, which hurts, but I actually can't be mad. So we beat the dragon twice, or once, or 3 times. Oh, I can't believe I've been live for 3 hours already. Best Animal Collective song? Oh, dude. The last 4.5 minutes of What Would I Want, Sky. Best Alanis song? It's the easiest answer in the world. It's, You Oughta Know. You Oughta Know goes hard. I don't care who you are. Every other Alanis Morissette song is like, you know, adult contemporary. You could play it in a restaurant where the most exotic thing on the menu is like a fried chicken sandwich. You Oughta Know is actually like, it's got an edge to it. Plus she do the dude. No, she blew the dude from Full House, and you gotta respect that. If that doesn't give you street cred, I don't know what does. All I Really Want is also dope. Dude, it's been a while, but yeah, it's a... Man, all I really want means, you know, I don't remember. Yeah, Dave Coulier. Cut it out. I would like to... Not Bob Saget. But who knows? He might have jerked off while he watched. Bob Dylan? Yep. Yep, she blew Dave Coulier. Bob Dylan jerked off in the corner. Once upon a time you sucked so fine. Didn't you? I feel like NL hates Avenged Sevenfold. I plead the fifth. I just think like Avenged Sevenfold is like really good if you like show tunes, but just wish they were more theatrical. Anyway. Has it been 3 hours already? Yes. Yes, it has. I am going to go eat some lunch because I'm starving. Oh, feels good. Feels good. When are you leaving for PAX? Thursday morning. It hasn't even been an hour? What are you talking about? Chad, I have to read these names because I have to fart, and I don't want to fart into the microphone. Slowly clapping, Derek Strong, Antivirus 133, Randomness 88888888, Ediconia, Hero IQQ, Yggdrasil, Armazian, Dalmek, Voroth, Ingvar GB1, The Proletariat, The Big Meech, Pulla 31, Flarnot, Noif, Keel, Albino Menace, Mcon 729, Soccer's Guenge, Mad Cat Dorothy, Tuhuar, The Deity Office, Lucky Lightford, Barter 07, Zazevi, Medicated Towel, Wobbs, Wabafoodle, Mutant Slayer, Ash Carrots, The Dawn Crimson, Quillaface, Polygon 95, Lion of Lannister, Shigiri Arashi, The Devil's Snow, Boxcard Jesus 420, Zaldera Purge, thanks Purge, Sean Draws Things, Seasturm, Vexchev Wen, Ian Dick, Gary Barry 87, Esquire of the Shire, I suppose. I'm not going to wait in line for 3 hours to play Artifact at PAX, because I'm offended they gave everybody who came to the International a beta code. If you think I'm going to wait in line for 3 hours to play something that the Proletariat received just for being in the stadium where I've watched the Vancouver Canucks play 900 times, you're out of your fucking mind. I can wait till October. Waiting till October is shorter than waiting for 3 hours actively. I will never, ever do that. Was that the loudest Rogers Arena has ever been? Probably it was louder in Game 7, 2011, when Boston went up 1 or 2-0. Is my guess. Unfortunately. Deity Link 22889. CFRN 6. Fergas, Quickster OHS, Pushin' the Nubby, Digital Dynamo, Fat Ass Frankie, Random Mr. Blue, The Zone Heroes, Mazecorn, Perry the Agent, Count Cheddar, Soviet Salad, The Zone Heroes, Juicy Josh, Wanton Hero, ForgeBot Vendor gifted a sub to Magical Christoph, Toth Baby, Sir Pickle Chips, Big Zara, Soup of the Day, Omni Despair, MC Vine, Newspire, Flutters, Sodanex, Iguathnu, Bruella, Names Eagle, Sir Ladyboner, Pi642, Jumper Jordan 112, Diddley Danger LP, Kingdom Fiend, RJ Plays Games Occasionally, Lord Stanbrow 123, Morty Said, Tethacor, Based Moose, Sanitary Elephant, Sticks and Stones, Funnel Cakes, Tsunami Camel, R Tracer, Enderhay 2, Retromation, Where Are My Ads, 1 Inch, Peen Machine, what a name, Seaboner Decast, Fea-chan, Sir Laughs 3, Zenfinite, I3 East 76, well, it's probably Beast 761, Her Carl Marco, Incorporati, Shadazi, Walking Places, Mr. Pissant, Sneaky Turtle 69, Former Microbe, Eggy Boy 56, Jasonium, Hauer Power, Nomad Wolf, Nano Freak, Inaman Dude, Broy Vula, Bob 611, Buttman 333, Mark Chen the Arms Dealer, Spaceman Sam, Rusalosin, Greg's in the Attic, Sad Zeros, Calvarock, Cheesegami, Letherunner, Dudemeister, Pazin, Musk of Dip, Kitmonchan, The Azatom, Wayland 147, Control Alt Delicious, Top, Toph Daddy, Zimster, X-Tank 911, Sir Phantom III, Zorak, My Face When, Play of the Game, The Real Henry, Zodinia, Sodathan 1, Lurker 17, Punkywood, KCX Small, Bananas Go Moo, Mr. Kide, Zykan X, Blood Rush 192, please stop spamming Lion Kratos and saying boy, that is an April meme. Cheesemeister, PK Freezing, Norin XXX, Elo Arm, Lord of Pet, Yagarello. Dude, my power is flickering and it's freaking me out. Roria, Thanarod, Farfid Nuggin, Wartya Dude, Hipf, Koglazi, Randy Lion, Moiterer, Yakov, Tactical Zebra, GJ, Dotorg, Daddy Ass He Goes, Respected Magician, Codafrost, Ready Fire Aim, Naristo, Misk546, Fawzati, Downtown Skyline, Past the Sriracha, Pastor Gaines, Henshock, Thurt, Lockned, Watch Me Lose a Lot, Vidsloth, Squirting Flemmy Discharge, Fozzie Banana, Ziamas, Todor17, Lord Greent, Higgins the Bomb, Sir Zeid, Wise Rainbow Toad, Megasmith, Forcello, Yokin778, Blue Babby, Scumbot Prime, Egg, Nog, Ice Cream, Mushy Wushy, Cranebold Green, Disobedient Sausage, Karma128, Hydrophobic Fruit Tree, Juan Diamond, Mikeezy, Grandma Kelly, Play Corruption of Champions gifted a sub to Play Trials in Tainted Space, Fishatron, 17 Cups of Coffee, Cheesy Bunker, Cognitive Dissonant, Woodhawk, Cloudy Cocoon, The Pancake Man, Aethercat5, Idolo, Kitty Crusade, S. Castilla, Salty Schooner, Magic Dark Star, Aaron 10067, Despy 128, Bakaheka, Waterproof Cake, Ralka, No One Noir, Dater Gator, Split Juice, Cox, Hucker, Oliver Twunst, Riggs TV, Beard94, The Flutter King, Ankro, Mr. Sullivan, MFlow354, and Pretend Ever. Thank you very much for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Make it an effort to watch without ad block. I'll be live tomorrow with the Northern Lion Live Super Show. What are we going to play? I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you. What is Sunday? It's 1 p.m. None of the NLSS crew is live. How does this happen? I'm going live soon. Soon is like, it's hard for me to, what am I supposed to do? I gotta let the auto host sort it out at this point. Host food. Yeah, in the meantime, sub to mouth. Here's the thing. I'm not going to host food, because if I host food, it will never go offline. And as a result, the auto host will never percolate. So what I'm going to do is just end the show, and then auto host can figure it out for the rest of the day. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for the NLSS. See ya.